In this video, I'm going to show you how to make the following 3 animations without any overcomplicated software such as After Effects. It is now possible with this new AI to animate text animations, notifications, and countdown timers in a matter of seconds. So let me show you how. So first things first, let's figure out what type of animation we want to make. So the first animation that I want to make is an iPhone text notification. So what I'm going to do is go to Google and type in iPhone text notification. Okay, so this is what I'm going for. I'm going to look for something similar to this. So I went to YouTube and I found this one here. And I like it because it doesn't have anything else, just the notification. So I'm going to take a screenshot of that. And now I'm going to go to ChatGPT and drag that in. So right now I'm going to ask ChatGPT to explain how to make this animation in great detail. So I asked ChatGPT, explain in great detail how to animate this text notification as shown on the photo. Make it very detailed, as I will use it for an AI that turns text to motion graphics. So I'm going to click on send and let's see what it does. So ChatGPT just came up with a really detailed prompt. So I'm going to copy that. And now I'm going to go to motionvid.ai. I'm going to paste that prompt here. And then I'm going to upload a photo. Now there's 2 types of photos that you can upload. One is an additional image and one is a reference image. In this case, I want to use a reference image because I want the AI to create an animation from scratch. If, for example, I wanted to replace this photo of a photo of me, then I would put additional image because that image we want to put into the animation rather than have it as a reference. So in this case, let's upload reference image. So that is now uploaded. And now we're ready to click create video. So I found that these animations take around 30 seconds to make. And then depending on how the AI does it, we might need to adjust it more. But let's see what it does and then we'll go from there. The animation is now done. Let's see what it made. Okay, so I made a pretty cool version. It didn't add the photo, but that's pretty good. That was actually a one-shot. Nice. So all we have to do now is change the text because I don't want to have Tim Cook. So I'm just going to put my name. So I said change the text Tim Cook to Nick, then change this is the next generation of iOS to sorry dude, I can't go out, I'm locked in. Before we click generate, I want to upload an image of myself. So this time we're going to click additional image because we want myself to actually be there rather than just have a reference of my face. So let's upload an image of myself. Yeah, it's uploaded and let's click on generate. Now usually when I generate these, when I'm editing, I like to open a couple of tabs because then I can work on a couple of animations at once and it will take around the same time for this to process. So this usually takes 30 seconds, but if I'm working at 5 or 10 animations at once, it speeds up my process of editing so much more, rather than just having to wait for one animation at a time. Okay, so it's now done. Let's see what it did, and there you have it. That's perfect. What I'll do is I'll probably zoom in, and then I'll have it as a notification for my video. I'll have it something like this. Also, if you want it for Instagram, you can come here and you can change that. And if you wanted to change the background, you could. Also, if you wanted, you can make the background transparent. So when you download the image, it will be on a transparent background. And then you can just overlay it over your footage. So what I'm going to do is download that. So for the next animation, I want to make one where you can actually see the text and people speaking back and forth. So you can actually see the phone as well. So I'm going to look for some inspo for that. I'm going to type in iPhone text notification. And let's look for one that we could use. I guess we could use that one. So this is kind of what I'm going for, but I don't want this thing at the top. So let's see if we can find one without it. Okay, so this is kind of what I'm going for. That looks pretty good. So I'm just going to save that one. So I saved it. And now I'm going to open up in Photoshop because I just noticed this PNG. So I think that might be even better for the AI to understand. So I'm just going to crop it because I don't want this text there. I just want the phone. I might as well also remove the background. And now I'm going to export it as a PNG. Okay, it's now exported, so let's go back to ChatGPT. Let's upload it, and then I'm going to ask it again to give a really detailed prompt for me. So I said, create a detailed prompt for this animation. I want the text to go back and forth, and I want you to show how I am typing to make the blue messages, which is me. So I'm going to click send. Let's see what it makes. Okay, so ChatGPT made the prompt for us. So I'm going to copy and paste it. And then we're going to go to motionvid.ai, paste it in. Let's also upload the image here. Let's click on reference image, upload that. Okay, then we're going to click on generate, and now we wait. It's quite a complex animation because it's going back and forth, so I think it might take longer to generate. Okay, so the video is now made. I'm really curious to see if it did it in one shot. Okay, this looks pretty good, but what I meant was in the keyboard down here to be typing, not necessarily like a typography effect. So let me actually take a screenshot of this and tell the ChatGPT AI to change it a bit so the AI can understand. So I wrote ChatGPT, what I meant with typing it in, I meant on the keyboard, it shows me typing in the letters for the words. Also the messages can be sent one by one rather than letter by letter. Also, as I type the messages, it should also show a preview in the box where you type messages. Let's try that. So let's copy the new prompt. So I'm going to paste that in, click generate. Okay, so it does the keyboard correct. It does the bubbles correct. Now the only thing is it needs a preview right here to make it seamless. So what I'm going to do is ask ChatGPT one more time. I'm actually going to take a screenshot of this and put it in. So I wrote, the AI did a good job, it is almost perfect, but there's no preview of the text next to the send button as it is typing on the keyboard. Make sure it has that and make it detailed so it understands. Click send. So yeah, what I found is when you want to make more difficult animations, it does take a few prompts for the AI to understand. Okay, so ChatGPT is done. So let's copy and paste it, hopefully for the last time. So although it takes a couple of tries to get it right, it's still a lot faster than making all of this in After Effects. So let's paste it in, click generate. Okay, so the video is now made. Let's see what it did. Okay, perfect. It works now. Yeah, it looks really good. Amazing. It's crazy how you can just make this in a couple of prompts. The good thing is now that we have a base, we can always come back to the same template that we just made and just tell it to change the text. And that will be a lot faster when we create it for our future YouTube videos or future editing videos. I can just come back to this template and just ask it to change the text, and it will do so just with probably one prompt. So let's change the text actually. So I asked ChatGPT to create a different conversation for me. So it replaces all the text. This conversation is about AI. So I pasted that in. Let's click on generate. Okay, so the video is now complete. Let's check it out. Yeah, that's perfect. The only thing is, of course, I forgot to change the name at the top. So I gave it a prompt, change the name friend to Nick, and put the image I have uploaded where the photo should be. So we're going to click on additional image, upload a photo of myself, click generate. Okay, so that is now done and perfect. We're ready to download that. And I'm going to save this as a template. So whenever I want to make this again, I just come back here, tell it to change the text, and we're good to go. So let's make the last animation. Okay, so for the last animation, what I want to do is make like a timer. So I'm going to go on Google and I'm going to look for a timer that I really like. I'm also going to check Pinterest, maybe they have one. Yeah, Pinterest has some nice images. Pick this one here, let's see what it looks like. Okay, it looks nice, but I want some seconds in there as well. Okay, this looks cool. I like this one here. So I'm going to take a screenshot of that and I'm going to go to ChatGPT. So I said make a prompt for this one. I want an animation of the timer going down to 0, so the 14 seconds and milliseconds go down until it hits 0. So as I'm waiting for that, I'm going to upload the reference image, which was the screenshot we just took. Okay, so the prompt is now done. Let's copy that, paste into MotionVid and create video. Okay, so the video is now generated. Let's see what it made. So it looks pretty good. I think the font is a bit different, so let's change that. And whilst we're changing that, let's actually change the style. So I said make the font of this animation simplistic, like Arial. Also change the style to a more futuristic design. I'm also going to click down here on styles, and I'll click on glass morphism, because I think that's quite minimal. And I'll click on generate. Okay, so the video is now generated. Let's see what it did. And that looks pretty cool. I'm happy with that. So I'm going to download that one down here. So that's it for this video. If you want to try MotionVid.ai yourself, I left the link down below.